Hi friends, welcome to Cyber Pathshala. Today's topic is how to install Java. In this video, we'll be having three sections. Content, where the concept will be explained on today's topic. Train your brain section. In this section, I'll be asking any logical or technical question which will improve our logical thinking. So next is Q&A session. So previous session questions that were asked in the comment section will get answered here. Before we move on to installation of Java, let us see the key differences between C++ and Java. So here are the key differences. So in C++, memory management should be taken care by the programmer only. Whereas in Java, the memory management will be taken care by the Java itself. And C++ is not a platform independent, whereas Java is platform independent. So we already discussed how the platform independence will be achieved by Java. And C++ supports multiple inheritance, whereas Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. So we'll discuss multiple inheritance while discussing the OOPS principles. And C++ uses only the compiler, whereas Java uses both the compiler as well as the interpreter. So we'll discuss where the compiler will be used and where the interpreter will be used in our future sessions. And C++ supports operator overloading, whereas Java doesn't support operator overloading, but it supports method overloading. And C++ doesn't support documentation, whereas Java supports documentation. Let us see how we can download and install the Java. So click on the below link, so which will take you to the Oracle site. So from there you can download the Java. So I'll be posting this link in the description section also, so you can download it from there. So I'm going to click on this link, so which is taking me to Oracle site. So now here we can see all the Java versions. So currently we have Java 16 and we also have Java 11, Java 8 and so on. So I am going to use Java 8. So here we have different sections: JDK download, a server JRE download and JRE download, and the documentation about this Java 8, and there are some demos and samples in the Java 8. So as we are the developers, so I'm going to download the JDK. So I'm going to click on this JDK download, so which is taking me to one more page. So I'm using a Windows x64 machine. So based on your Windows operating system, you can select the which JDK you want. So mine is Windows x64. I'm going to download this software, JDK 8U291 Windows x64 exe. So it is asking me for confirmation. So now we need to have an Oracle account. So if you don't have, so here from here you can create an account. So it is free. So I am giving my credentials here of Oracle site. So I'm going to save it in my Cyber Pathshala Java folder, so which is getting downloaded. So I'll pause it here. I already downloaded to save the time. So we have JDK 1874.exe. So before we install this, so let me take the command prompt and see, do I really have any existing Java version or not. So this is my command prompt. So I'm typing Java C hyphen version. So this is the compiler version, and it is saying Java C is not recognized. Also I'm typing Java hyphen version. So the Java is also not recognized, which means I don't have Java in my machine. So let us go and install the software now. So I'm just double clicking on this exe file. Just click yes. Yeah. my suggestion is don't blindly click next, 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 finish. So just go through that what is it is saying and all. So it is asking for the diagnostic tool, which is blah blah blah, and the JDK. Just click next. So I want a development tools. So I just selected that. Just click next. So it is installing JDK. And we downloaded 1.874. Remind this. So we'll see what the Java version after it get installed. So now it is asking for where it needs to install the JRE. So is it needs to be installed in the same folder or a different folder? So I'm just proceeding with the same for now. Just click next. So this is JRE installation. Right now what I selected. So earlier I selected the JDK one. So I'm just closing. So I don't need to refer any documentation and all. I'm just clicking close. Now the Java is installed successfully. Let us check the Java version. I'm opening my command prompt window or CMD to open the command prompt. So I'm typing Java C hyphen version. So this is a Java compiler version, and it is saying Java C is not recognized. So let us check the Java version also. Java hyphen version. So Java is also not recognized. So we'll discuss about what is Java C and what is Java in our future sessions and how these will be used. Okay. So at this moment Java C and Java are not recognized because we downloaded the JDK but we didn't set the path for the JDK. So due to that reason Java C and Java are not recognized in the other folders of the system. So let us see where we need to check the Java C and Java version. So I am going to the folder where I installed the Java. So under C drive program files I have a Java folder. Under Java I have JDK and also I have a JRE. So as we already discussed, JDK will be used by the developers and the JRE will be used by the end users or the customer. So as we all are the developers, so we'll be using JDK. So let us see what is the current Java version. So I'm going to my Java folder, CD, program files. Under that I have a Java folder. Under that I have a JDK folder. So let us see CD bin. CD bin. So let us check the Java C version here. Java C -exe version. And it is saying 1874, the one that what we downloaded. And let us also check the Java version also. Java version is also 1874. So in the next session, I'll tell you how to set the path for a JDK so that your JDK will be recognized in the whole system. Now let us discuss the syntax of a simple class. So class name and open braces and public static void main and string args as an arguments and open brace and the set of statements, any Java statements, and closing braces for the main method and also the closing braces for the class. Let us discuss the keywords used in a class. So let us start with a class. So for now, remember that class is a keyword which will be used to declare a class inside a Java program. So I'll be explaining what is a class and what is an object and all the OOPS principle in the further session. And what is public? Public is an access modifier, so which will define the scope of your class. Static. Static is a keyword used to declare static variables, static methods, as well as static blocks. Void. Void is a keyword to declare a no return type. Let us see what is main. Main is a method from where the execution of a program will start. String args. If you want to pass any arguments to your main method, we can pass through this string args. In string args, we also call it as command line. Let us see a sample class. So here I declared a simple class Cyber Pathshala. So here the Cyber Pathshala is my class name. So and I opened the braces for class, and inside that I declared a public static void main string args, which is my main method. So I have opened a braces for main method, and I have written a print statement system.out.println hi, welcome to Cyber Pathshala, and I put a semicolon over there, and I closed my main method and I closed my class. Let us write our first Java program. So I am opening my notepad, window R, notepad. So which opened a notepad for me, class name. So here my class name is Cyber Pathshala. So I open my brace and also close my brace, close the brace. So this is opening brace for class and this is the closing brace for the class. So I always suggest you to open and close the brace at the same time so that you don't forget. So this is my class. So inside that class I am declaring a public static void main method. So let us see, public static void main, open brace, closing brace. So inside that string args. So for this main method I am again opening a open brace and closing brace. So inside this, so we need to print a statement saying that hi, welcome to Cyber Pathshala. System dot out dot println double quotes open and double quotes close. Inside that I am writing hi, welcome to Cyber Pathshala, and I am putting a semicolon to end the statement. So it is always recommended to declare class names starting with capital letters. So I used capital C. So our class is ready. Let us save this file. Control S. So I am going to save this under D drive, Cyber Pathshala Java programs. So inside that I am going to save this class. So I am going to save it as Cyber Pathshala. So this is my Java file name. So if you look at here carefully, it is saving it as .txt file. So but we need to save this as .java file. So let us give the file extension here .java, and also save as type you need to select this as all files. So now I am going to save my class name as Cyber Pathshala.java inside the Java programs folder. So let us save this. So let us see whether our file got saved or not. So I'm going here under Cyber Pathshala. We have a Java programs folder and I have Cyber Pathshala.java file. And if you also see that my file type is Java file, right? So our Java program is ready. So let us try to run this. So can we run it directly? No. So first thing we need to do is first we need to compile this Java file. So then only we can run the class. So let us try to compile this. I am opening my command prompt. So now my cyberpathshala.java file is under D drive cyberpathshala Java programs. So let us go there. cd D drive, D drive cyberpathshala Java programs. So under this I have my file. So let us try to compile this. Javac. Javac is the command which will be used to compile a Java file. Javac and my .java file. Javac cyberpathshala.java. So we need to give the full file name with the extension. So now let us try to compile this. So now it is saying Javac is not recognized because we didn't set the path for the JDK in the systems. So that's the reason Javac is not getting recognized here. So let us, for today, let us copy this cyberpathshala.java file inside the C program files Java JDK bin. So this is where we have our javac.exe and this is the compiler. So let us copy the file here. So I copied my cyberpathshala.java here and I am going to this location now. cd, I am going to C drive, so which is under cd program files Java JDK bin. So this is where I have my cyberpathshala.java file. Right? So let us try to compile the file from here. Javac cyberpathshala.java. So this is my Java file name. I'm just compiling here. So it got compiled successfully. So now let us go to the folder and see is there any difference. So now after we compile, so we can see a new .class file. So earlier we don't have this. So now a new .class file got generated. Right? So now let us run the Java program. So Java, for running we need to use Java and your class name. So let us see what is our class name. So our class name is cyberpathshala. So I have given the same name as file name. So let us run it. Java cyberpathshala. So we need not to give the .class extension here. Just give only the class name. Just run it. So now you can see it printed, hi, welcome to cyberpathshala. We completed our first sample program successfully. So let us see what is a bytecode. So let us go to the folder where we have a cyberpathshala.java file. So here we have a cyberpathshala.java file. We also call it as source code. So in this file we will be having the code, Java code what we have written. Right? So now let us go back and see what is there inside the cyberpathshala.class file. So if you open this file, you can see some different characters, right? So these are the bytecodes. So this can be understandable by the machine, right? So we also call this as bytecode, and this bytecode will be there inside the .class file. Let us discuss some important points in the Java programming. Every Java program will be saved with a .java file extension, and each Java program can consist one or more classes. So in the earlier example, we defined a Java file with only one class, but we also can define a Java file with one or more classes. So we'll see a few examples in the next sessions. For compilation, we use Java file name. The syntax for compilation is Javac Java file name. For execution, we use class name. The syntax for execution is Java class name. Java file name can be different with the class name. It need not to be the same. Next is train your brain session. Previous session train your brain question is, you have a 3-gallon jug and a 5-gallon jug. How do you measure out exactly 4 gallons? So first fill the 5-gallon jug and pour the 3 gallons from 5-gallon jug to 3-gallon jug. Now you will be having 2 gallons in the 5-gallon jug. Now empty the 3-gallon jug. Now pour the leftover 2 gallons from the 5-gallon jug to 3-gallon jug. So now the 5-gallon jug is empty. Now fill it again with 5 gallons. Earlier we have 2 gallons in the 3-gallon jug. Pour from 5-gallon jug to 3-gallon jug until it is full. But we can pour only 1 gallon as its maximum capacity is 3 gallon, and already we have 2 gallons in the 3-gallon jug. As 1 gallon was removed from the 5-gallon jug, now we will be having only 4 gallons in the 5-gallon jug. Today's session Train Your Brain question is, I have given you a bun. How can we make it into 8 pieces with only 3 cuts? I am repeating the question again. I have given you a bun. How can we make it into 8 pieces with only 3 cuts? Please write down your answers in the comment section. In yesterday's session, we got a couple of questions. Ramya is asking for the JVM memory areas. So hi Ramya, so we have a separate follow-up session on JVM architecture. So we can discuss on that. Our next question is from Sai. He is saying a very clear explanation. Please continue the series, and then he heads up on the other technologies. And also he's asking for, can we expect the series of other technologies to start simultaneously along with the series? Thank you, Sai. Thank you for your comments. Yeah, I have a series of plans, but not simultaneously. So I have some plans for shell scripting, Docker, and virtual appliance, etc. If you directly come to this video, here we have the complete playlist. Please go through it. And if you haven't liked this video yet, please click on the like button. And if you feel this video is helpful, please share it with your friends and family members. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe. And please click on the bell icon to receive all the notifications. Thank you.